Welcome back to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. We resume play at the 16th hole. Time is running out. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Oh, so close. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's return to live play now. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt awaits. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And now striding to the final tee of this round. Quality shot, that one. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
That'll sting a bit. This putt is for a final score of 76. Oh, so close, but an easy par. And that brings to an end his event. And Henny, no win for this player in the tournament proper, but they did set the goal of taking down Colin Morikawa, and they accomplished it.
Luke, it was an incredibly bold call from this player to challenge Colin Morikawa and beat him. They'll be buzzing with excitement and that much more determined to excel in their next event for sure.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these 2 players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently in the 2nd position. The 2nd hole is a long par 3 of typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
That putt went a bit long there. 11 feet left to the hole. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently tied for third. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This one heading towards the green. Oh, that's beautifully judged.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. The first of the par fives reached the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Sitting at 1 under in a share of the lead. You like that, didn't you? And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Okay, steady now. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Just didn't drop. Putting for par. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And this putt to move into the top 10. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie mode or even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Getting ready to play their third. He's currently tied for the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Judging it beautifully.
Wow, that's misjudged. And well holed. Let's move on. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Opting for the 5-iron. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart.
It's downhill the entire way, and yet inexplicably comes up short. Pretty good shot there.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Currently tied for the lead. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Putting for birdie. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par here.
Is that a rush of blood? Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Here we go, Rich. The back nine on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Atta boy. Good shot. Going with the 7. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. If that's the right pace, this should drop. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for first place. Ooh, that almost went down. Nice recovery there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. And tee shot looks pretty good. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, tidy looking shot that.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
That could play. Okay, that'll work. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
And just a slim lead coming down that stretch. Anything can happen.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Steady on. Oh, good look at a birdie here. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 5 under. And from the greenside rough here. Wow, what a save.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
That's disappointing.
That will drive you bats.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title. Ah, yes.
Really had that shot dialed in. That's some good golf right there. All right, let's keep the folk. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory, sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, wow, weeks now.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our feature group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. Yeah, nicely played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Yeah, good job. Nice par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
That one's heading down Broadway. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, how about that one?
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Oh, so close. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Currently 1 under for the event. It's heading to the rough for mine. This lie's not great. Going with the 8-iron here.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
That's frustrating. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And this one is for her par. Hold this putt and a chance for second place. Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. This putt to move into a share of second place. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Oh, just missed.
This next putt for double bogey.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Now 5 strokes behind. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. And back to the play, shall we? Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
It's heading to the bunker for sure. A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. This putt is of 9 feet.
This will be a good bogey.
Ooh, right by the hole. That will work. Sitting at 4 over for the day. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Was on a good line. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. That's well holed. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Great shot. Just didn't drop. A par putt on the table. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Here's Lydia Ko. Well, that impressed me and her. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards to the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
Yeah, that one's looking good. That was a beauty. A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt. That wasn't your best effort, was it? And this putt coming up for his par. A bit long on that one. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 7 after that hole. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I will take that, and a spot in the top 10 to boot. He's in a share of 10th position. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
She's played that one nicely. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Yeah, well played.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Bit too heavy-handed there.
There it is.
He's currently sharing 8th position.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. An opportunity to make a par here. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Yikes!
Well, that shot took some serious skill. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
A 9-foot chance here.
This for par.
That was a gallant attempt.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
And now at +4 for the round. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, good safe shot, this one. That should find the surface. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th. Okay, time to return to the action. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Oh, that's a clutch par.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Straight out of the top draw.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
Thank you, Luke. The pleasure was all mine. I got to see some incredible shots and some not so good stuff, but what a day.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.